Hi friends, are you dealing with a new installation of Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9 or are you planning to migrate from previous version? This is the book for you because it encapsulates all my knowledge about RHEL 9, and also I partner with Jerome, that is a good friend of mine from the Philippines. This is the best testament that technology has no barrier, and this is the de facto operating system for every deployment in a hybrid cloud, on-prem, or on cloud only. And it's kind of incredible that it includes also the latest innovation about RHEL AI with IBM models, of course. So I'm pretty excited. This is the best book for beginners, but also for professionals that would like to get started from previous version of Enterprise Linux. And I'm pretty excited because this book arrived literally today on my hands, and I can't wait to share more about this with you, because I think that it incorporates the best of the knowledge that is available nowadays for getting started with RHEL 9. It starts, of course, with the installation using the traditional way, or like USB bootable system, but also how you can get more like enterprise grade with network bootstrap, how you can get more unattended installation leveraging Kickstart and Anaconda, and the best disk partitions for your system, how to choose the file system between X4 and XFS based on your workload. And it's crazy because it's already included the latest images for the most common cloud provider, Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud platform, and how to leverage also Red Hat Hybrid Cloud Console, not only the local Red Hat cockpit, but in this way you can see all your system in one place. And the most interesting part, how to upgrade from previous version, setting up users, of course, different time zone, network interface, and firewall with firewall-D. Subscription is always a little bit tricky because it has different approaches based on the type of organization you are, and but it's very critical to receive in real time the latest update from RHEL. I was personally working on the DNF team, so I try to also incorporate my knowledge about how to get the security bulletin on time, how to get your system always up to date, and how to handle also modularity. There is a lot to know about the DNF package manager, the RPM file format, and also if you prefer to have like a command line only or also UI using GNOME desktop. But the most important part, especially if you are a system administrator, will be the recipes. So a step-by-step and the things that you can literally copy and paste and get your system done for setup like a LAMP stack. LAMP is very popular. It's called like Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. It's very common, for example, if you need to host like a WordPress or any CMS in your company. But also there are recipes for Nginx, HA proxy, Varnish cache, Squid proxy, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, MongoDB, CockroachDB, Neo4j, Cassandra, and Microsoft SQL Server. This is incredible because databases are super important, especially for the AI use cases. If you're handling bare metal system, you would love probably to get virtualization, to get the best, the most from your hardware. So let's start with the hypervisor, how you can leverage virtualization using Red Hat only systems, and how to create guest machine, Linux or Windows, and how to also to manage and get the information about the deployed virtual machine and resources utilization. But the best part is the container area, because we don't want to use only Docker. We are a great fan of Podman and how to handle rootless container, but it's also convenient for security, how to handle the networking and the environment, combine also with SELinux to get a secure installation. When you would like to work with networking, file and storage service, you need to set up VLAN and VPN and all this important part on top of LVM for your system partition. Also, iSCSI might come into the equation if you are using a remote storage. Ultimately, to set up a file sharing using Samba or NFS, based on the type of system that you need to handle. Windows, Mac, Unix, all this type of combination. But if you are in a DevOps environment, you would love to set up some developer pipeline, how to handle Java workload with OpenJDK, how to handle .NET, Git, DevOps, and of course Ansible, my favorite tool. The best part will be when you are in a mission-critical environment, you want to set up a cluster using pacemaker to be able to handle like a failure of one node and be able to keep delivering the service without interruption. How to configure active, passive for Apache, NFS server, and all the type of scenarios that they can manifest. Hardening is a great part, especially if you are in a regulated or high regulated environment. For example, RHEL implemented by himself the FIPS, the Federal Information Processing Standard, that leverage the most advanced encryption methods for your system. And this is the best part, because also there is a SELinux state that you will love to configure, how to handle also secure connection with OpenSSH and all the type of SSL and TLS implementation that you can apply to VPN and all the service in your system, as well also how to handle NFT tables. Are you still using IP tables nowadays? So as you can see, this book is jam-packed with a lot of interesting tools. But when you are configuring your system, you also would love to have observability with Kickstart, how to get also metrics with Prometheus, so you can handle hybrid, like combined with also your Kubernetes cluster, for example. You can plot the data using Orca and setting up auditd to get some warning if something, some thresholds are met. So you can react proactively before, for example, the file system getting full. You can get a notification and you can take some actions. The best part is for artificial intelligence and machine learning. We incorporate in this book already the RHEL AI, the latest release from Red Hat, and that get also the IBM Granite models. These models are great because you can run on your systems, you can train on your system, on your data, and you can have data sovereignty. So this is the best, and it includes all the setup, training, and configurations. So this book is a must-buy if you are planning to work with Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9, and I can't wait to hear your success story.